Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Paulson Stadium here on this gorgeous Friday night. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we're excited to be bringing you live Week 4 action between your McLean County Cougars and the visiting Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. As you tell, we're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds away, and it is rocking here, Aaron Ring.
Yes, sir.
It is going crazy. Cowbells are out. We got motorcycles on the track. We got smoke coming out of the helmet. We got middle school cheerleaders, high school cheerleaders, whole 9 yards.
I wish you guys could hear it.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. You probably can hear it.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Aaron, dry humor. It's pretty good. I am Heath Hicks. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Here they come. There's your Cougars. It is a blackout night here in McLean County, as you can see. And everybody is fired up and ready to go. I am Heath Hicks. I'm joined alongside me by Aaron Ring. Aaron, say hello.
Hello, folks.
Also with us tonight are Nate Carlock and Corbin Case on technical support, as well as Brody Barron, Trey Englehart, who will be on in a little bit. Not to forget Mr. Austin Harbison, our genius statistician.
Genius.
Yes. Couldn't think of a good adjective there. But
that was a great adjective.
Yeah, solid adjective. It's an adjective. Fitting, I'm not sure, but it's definitely an adjective. Anyway, Aaron, we're here. It's live. We got 2 minutes, 20 seconds until we kick this thing off. And tell you what, atmosphere couldn't be better.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot of hype going on in the McLean County bleachers.
Absolutely. Let's set this game up for you. Your Cougars come into this contest 0-3, searching for the first win of the season against Muhlenberg County Mustangs, who are 1-2 after winning their first game last week over Hopkins Central. And, Aaron, this is a really good opportunity for our Cougars to kind of get back on track. We've had pretty good success against Muhlenberg County in past years, and we're hoping that keeps up tonight as hopefully we can get that first dub.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm hoping for. And so, I think tonight's do it. Nice home game. The bleachers are filled. I think we got a good shot. And footballs are flying. I almost caught one.
You almost fell out of the press box. I saw that. So here we go. Both teams are already on the field, even though there's a little bit over a minute left on the clock. We'll see if the refs go ahead and signal to get this thing underway. But a little bit of a setup. McLean County comes into this game coming off of a pretty big loss against Union County last week. Lost 34-0 here in our season opener, our home opener here at Paulson Stadium. That game we saw a lot of small mistakes that ended up leading to a disappointing outcome. Mm-hmm. But we have a lot of playmakers as we've had all year. And, Aaron, this next stretch of about 3 games, we could easily be 500 going to our Owensboro Catholic game here in a little less than a month.
You were right there, Coach.
So for Muhlenberg County, really they are led by 2 players, quarterback Bronson Healy and running back Alec Winky Drake. And Healy doesn't throw a whole lot. He's very active, or he does throw it, but he's very active with his feet. Drake, between the tackles runner, can get outside. He's pretty quick. But this game is going to be all about who wins the war in the trenches between these 2 lines. So cowbells are going. 12 minutes is on the clock, and we are about to get underway. Sorry if seemed a little discombobulated there. These cowbells are ferocious. High kick, and Brady Dame catches it at the 38-yard line, and that's where your McLean County Cougars are going to set up shop here to begin the game.
Pretty good starting point.
Absolutely. As we look out, we see quarterback Matthew Miller looking over for the play from Coach Wagner. Matthew returned last week in the game against Union County after suffering a knee injury in warm-ups during the second scrimmage game of the season. Matthew takes over quarterback for Peyton Caraway, who began the year as the team's quarterback, but after our first outing up at Eminence, Coach Wagner made the change to move Peyton back to a wing where he has had a lot more success. Last year he won District Player of the Year from that position. So going back to what works a little bit more. Also on a wing is Connor Baldwin. And Andrew Munster is lined up at fullback here as Matthew Miller goes under center. He takes a snap. It's a toss out right to Munster, and he's hitting the backfield and bottled up quickly. Big loss on that very first play of the game there. Trying to get outside. About a loss of, let's see where they spot it. They're spotted as a loss of 3 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and about 13 for the Cougars as Jabin Wedding goes up to the ball at their own 36-yard line. And Aaron, first plays, you never know. But as I said, this game will be won in the trenches. It's whose line can be more dominant. As we got an offside there, it looks to be on the Mustangs. Connor Baldwin, number 19, went in motion. So after that first big loss, the Cougars ended up with positive yardage here. It'll be 2nd and 8 from their own 41-yard line now. What does that have in place tonight up here in the press box especially? We have Homer's Radio beside us tonight coming, featuring this as their game of the week, the Alaris game of the week. And we also have Muhlenberg County's broadcast crew beside us as well. Oh man.
My.
And that's Connor Baldwin up the right sideline. He gets down to the 10-yard line.
Nice.
And I'm not going to lie, Aaron, I was faked out a little bit. I thought Andrew Munster got that ball on the handoff. Great play right there. Great play call. Everybody's fired up. Huge gain there for Connor Baldwin. He takes it down to the 10-yard line, 50-yard pickup, and your Cougars are in business.
Great way to start off the game.
What's even better is right down in front of us is Christy Baldwin, Connor's mom, and she is going ham right now. So Matthew Miller gets the play from Coach Wagner. And already here, just a little bit over a minute into this game, your Cougars are threatening to score. Looks like we got Brady Dame out wide right. Miller goes under center, hands the ball to Munster running right. And he gets a short gain, pick up about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line for your Cougars. And after a disappointing first play, nice second play there for Cougars. Again, Brady Dame out wide left. Got Munster and Caraway in the backfield. Caraway goes in motion, running left. Pitch is to Caraway. He cuts up, and he is stopped. He's met right about the line of scrimmage. Nobody fooled on that one. Muhlenberg County's outside linebacker there read that perfectly, kept contained, and Caraway is cut down, so it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from about the 8-yard line for the Cougars. So, Aaron, right there, we've seen 2 attempts running outside the tackles between Munster and Caraway, bottled up nicely by Muhlenberg County, but that's something that we're going to have to go to more and more. Coach Wagner's offense is designed misdirection, pulling guards, moving people around. At some point, we are going to bust one of those. Miller goes under center. Motion Caraway again. Miller's rolling out left. He's trying to throw back, and he is sacked at the 20-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. That is Sean Williams, I believe, wearing the white hat tonight. He's the one that made the call there, and I'm assuming it could be a face mask call. We'll see what it is exactly. It's the only thing I can think of. Miller there, he rolled out left after the fake. Was trying to turn back to make a play. And, yes, it is a face mask penalty, and that is going to give the Cougars a new set of downs. Huge nice penalty there. But anyway, Miller was going to put the ball in the air. It just kind of took a long time to transpire. Mm-hmm. He rolled out, kind of gained his bearings, kind of turned around slowly. Yeah. By that time, a Mustang was on him, but the sack is for naught.
Let's try to make up for it right now.
And actually, it is going to be 4th down here, and Andrew Munster gets the ball running right, and he is in for the touchdown. Because of the long loss on the play, Cougars did not pick up the first, but it doesn't matter as Andrew Munster goes in for 6, and your Cougars are ahead 6-0 here with 8:43 to go in the first quarter. Great opening drive there, Aaron. Let's say a little aided by Mustang mistakes.
Yeah.
But hey, you play the hand you're dealt, right?
Yeah, we'll take what we can get.
Absolutely. Andrew Munster gets into the end zone. Munster this year is our leading rusher and our leading scorer for that matter. The juniors ran 49 times for 225 yards and 3 scores, now 4 on that. And here is Armando Rodriguez on for the PAT. High snap, and it is knocked down, going nowhere. Snap got away from Holder. Looked like Peyton Caraway. Couldn't get it down in time for Armando to kick it through. But regardless, your Cougars are in front 6-0 here early in this contest. And we're going to do sponsorships a little bit different tonight, Aaron. Usually, we play our video for our sponsors. We also want to thank each of them personally, starting with a new sponsor tonight, McLean County Public Library, located in Livermore, Kentucky. They just came on this week, and we very much appreciate them supporting what we do here with the McLean County Sports Network. And we encourage you to get down to the public library.
Oh, yeah.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, I just checked out a book this week.
It really is. They have a huge selection to choose from. Movies, you can go in there and get movies, box sets. I know Coach Mark Searcy actually wanted us to give an additional plug because I do believe that's where he gets a lot of the different TV shows that he binges is from McLean County Public Library. So like we said, thank you so much for Angie Smith and the staff there in Livermore. We really appreciate the sponsorship and helping us do what we do on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I rented the entire Star Wars saga one time.
Nice. So 2 box sets.
Or no, it was 1. It was big.
Really?
Yeah, it was back before 7 though.
Oh, I got you. It's kickoff. Ooh, the ball is no. So that was number 2 from Muhlenberg County on the return. Caden Revelette. I'm not sure exactly. And was able to get out to about the 27-yard line. So McLean County doing a good job in kick coverage there, putting Muhlenberg County in a difficult situation to start this opening drive. As we said, Bronson Healy, number 4, the quarterback, is somebody to keep an eye on. He can do a little bit of everything, throw and run. And Winky Drake, who number 24, gets outside right there. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Big run by Drake, 17 yards up to the 45-yard line. And those 2 numbers, 4 and 24, are the 2 that you're going to want to keep an eye on all night this evening. So just as the Cougars gashed the Mustangs in that first drive, the Mustangs come right back with a big play to start theirs. Muhlenberg County sets up Jamie Bullock in the fullback position. Looked to be a little bit of movement up front, but no flags on the play. That is number 22 on the carry, Zach Harden. And after a second effort, ends up picking up about 3 yards on the play. Looked to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Was able to scramble forward and get a few more yards. Muhlenberg County, if you look at statistically, they've been pretty balanced as far as who's ran the ball, who's really performed well in their games. Drake leads the team with 112 yards rushing, but he's only ran the ball on 20 attempts. Jamie Bullock, the fullback, he's ran the ball 22 times for 106 yards. And then Bronson Healy, he's only ran the ball 7 times but 68 yards. So averaging almost 10 yards a carry there for Healy. This is a broken play. Healy trying to escape, and he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Big play right there by number 50. That is James Hurley.
Yeah, James Hurley was telling me today. He said we don't say his name enough out there. So
hey,
there you are, James. I know you're watching it.
He comes out with plays like that. We're gonna start coming up with nicknames for him. You know.
Yeah.
Big play, James, right there. And that's going to set Muhlenberg County in a 3rd and long situation here with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter.
I thought of a good name.
All right, hit me with it.
The Hurlwind.
Say that one more time.
The Hurlwind.
The Hurlwind?
Like whirlwind.
Oh,
but
okay.
Hurley.
Yeah, I don't like that one too much.
Okay.
Ball's tossed out to Drake, running right. He has the yards to pick up the first and more. He's getting up the sideline, pushed out of bounds by Peyton Caraway. And he was finishing the play there. There's a flag, and that's going to be 15 yards added on to that run. I don't really think that was intentional or unnecessary roughness, but regardless, Caraway is going to be hit with that penalty. As Drake rumbled down to about the Cougar 25-yard line, we're going to attack 15 more on top of that. So they're going to be down to around the 10-yard line. Big pickup by Drake. He's touched the ball twice, and he's done a lot of good things so far for Muhlenberg County.
Yeah, we're going to have to play some Cougar defense.
Now it's around 15-yard line is where they're going to set that ball. So Cougars going to have to bear down here a little bit as the Mustangs are threatening. They go one wide both ways. 18 Bullock in the backfield. Motion left. Ball is given to Bullock, but there is going to be a flag and stoppage of play. False start on the Mustangs. Back them up 5, and we'll do this again here in just a moment. So that backs the Mustangs up right to the edge of the red zone. Dangerous position here for your Cougars. Desperately need a big play. Slow this momentum, but we got to slow Winky Drake. Touched the ball twice so far. He's picked up about 50 yards on those 2 touches. And we've kind of been crippled by dominating running performances from opposing teams as Healy keeps it. There's a fake there. He keeps it trying, run middle, picks up about a yard, but nice job there by the defensive front of the Cougars. But as I was saying, Aaron, so far these last 2 games, McLean County has really run into a couple of buzzsaws in running backs. Last week, Seals Porte from Union County rushed for over 250 yards, few scores, very dominant runner, and he's had much success all season for Union County, so it's no surprise. And then the week before that,
we had the same problem.
Had the same problem. Qdarius Jennings at Ohio County, in that barn burner, came down to the wire. So
that was a great game.
And there's Drake again trying to get outside. Brady Dane gets a hand on him. He slips and cuts back up. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. A little bit better job of contain right there. Brady Dane was able to get outside and make him cut back. And that's what our outside linebackers are going to have to do with Drake. He's already shown to have a lot of shiftiness and a lot of speed. Once he gets to the outside, you got to cut that edge off, force him back inside where guys like Andrew Munster and Peyton Caraway can make some big plays for us. Andrew Munster leads the team in tackles, which is no surprise after last year. As a sophomore, he came up with 151 tackles to lead the team, 51 so far this season through 3 games. Very, very productive linebacker in Andrew Munster as Healy goes under center. He puts 2 guys in motion. That's going to be another flag, false start. Muhlenberg County backed them up 5 yards, and that's going to put them in a 3rd and even longer situation here. 3rd and 12 to be exact from the 17-yard line. And I hear our DJ, Chad Gesser, down there pushing the more cowbell button. He's demanding a little more intensity out of these fans. This is a big play for your Cougars. So I'm looking down at our defensive line, and I see Mr. John Torrance, for McLean County, transfer from Muhlenberg County. He was actually playing with a lot of these guys on this Mustangs team a season ago, but now he's wearing the black, maroon, and gold for the Cougars. And Muhlenberg County can't seem to get things in order, as yet another false start is going to push them back even further. John Torrance, number 54, senior, 5'11", about 235 pounds, good-sized kid, strong. He's done some good things for us so far in the first few games. We're excited to see what he can do the rest of the season here at McLean County, as Healy is now in the shotgun formation, has Drake to his left, 3 wide left, 1 right. He takes the snap. He's looking out for a short pass to Drake. He catches it, and he's trying to get upfield. Drake gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, but that's not going to be enough, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Muhlenberg County. So, Aaron, we got about 4:45 to play here in the first quarter. McLean County, after giving up a couple of big runs to Winky Drake, have put Muhlenberg County in a 4th and long situation. They will be going for it. 4th and about 14 yards.
We can stop them. We got it.
We had short motion there, and Healy's looking to throw right. He's looking over the middle, throws it out there. Incomplete. Looked to be a little contact there by Connor Baldwin. Nothing doing, no hankies on the field. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Back to your McLean County Cougars. Big stand there by the Cougar defense.
Damn. It's been a great game for the Cougars so far.
So far, so good. Bend and don't break mentality there on the defensive side of the ball. And we're going to get to see this Cougar offense go a little bit longer. Let's notice Andrew Munster coming off the field. Surely that's for a quick break. As Munster, intricate part to this McLean County offense. We have motion running left. Ball given to Caraway, and he is hit just around the line of scrimmage again. And we are not doing a good job of getting out in front and creating lanes for Caraway to run through. This year, Peyton has been relatively quiet on the ground. A year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, picking up District Player of the Year accolades. This season, he's only rushed for 157 yards on 46 attempts. It seemed like last season he was able to get those big gaps, and he's a big kid. Once he hits that hole, he's gone. But so far tonight, he's had struggle turning the edge. Or turning the corner, I'm sorry. Houston Bolton out wide right. Looks like Zach Clayton in the backfield. The ball is given to Connor Baldwin on a reverse. And he is hit in the backfield and dropped for a 1, maybe 2-yard loss on the play. Ball was faked to Zach Clayton, number 11 there. Clayton didn't really sell it very well, though, I got to say. Kind of read that that fake, or that reverse from a mile up here. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long for your Cougars. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10 here. Ball on their own 19-yard line. And we'll see if Coach Wagner puts the ball in the air here. Done it a couple of times. Baldwin goes in motion, running right. Ball is given middle, and that's Caraway, nice. And he is gone.
He's gone. You were just saying it, Coach. You called it.
He's needed a play like that to bust out, and big number 34 has reached pay dirt. Touchdown, Cougars. 81 yards to the house. Number 34, Peyton Caraway. And that's the thing. When Peyton Caraway gets in the open field like that, he's a big kid, 6 foot, 205, 210 pounds. You wouldn't think he has that kind of speed to burn, but once he gets through the hole, 10, 15 yards, he gets to the 2nd or 3rd level, he's gone. There are very few guys on this field, as we saw, that could possibly touch him. Huge pickup by the senior running back there. And your Cougars are now up 12-0 here with 2:42 to play in the first quarter. Hopefully I'll stop stumbling over my words, Aaron.
Oh, you're good, Coach.
I'll go to a sun drop at halftime or something like that. Get a little caffeine to straighten me out. Anyway, Cougars going for 2 here. Ball is given to Connor Baldwin. He's trying to get away. He's trying to escape running right. He is going to be tackled just shy of the goal line. So 2-point conversion fails. Regardless, your Cougars now lead the Muhlenberg County Mustangs 12-0 here at Paulson Stadium. And with that, we're going to thank another sponsor of ours tonight, Muster's Funeral Homes, located in Livermore and Calhoun, Kentucky. Your funeral director since 1855, I do believe. Is that what they say on it?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
It ends with the 5, I'm pretty sure.
It ends with 2 5s. I'm pretty sure it's 1855.
Yeah,
if not, we'll just say it is 1855.
No, I think you're right. That's a good number.
That is a good number. That's a long time to be in business. Yeah. Come on, math man.
153.
164 is what I had, but close enough.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
It's okay. You know, it happens. We're not mathematicians.
Yeah.
We're commentators. We're up here to talk, have a little fun, tell you about football and how much we don't know about this game. Aaron's going to do the math on paper now to see if I was incorrect.
I think you're right. Just want to double check.
All right, so here's Armando Rodriguez.
164, you were right.
164. Coach Hicks does it again. Wizard of addition and subtraction. As that's number 2. Fields the ball, and he's trying to get outside. Cut back. And he was hit first by Houston Bolton, and a host of Cougars brings him down. Caden Revelette again on the return. Decent defense again by the Cougars. And I say decent, it's very good coverage by the Cougars.
They are hyped tonight. They are on a roll.
Something about wearing the black uniforms.
Yeah.
I think it gets everybody going.
And I like how it's black and gold and not black and maroon. That's even better.
Yeah, I mean, we can actually
see it.
Seeing the numbers is key.
It's awesome.
What was it, last week when it's really hard to make out those numbers, those maroon numbers, especially when they start to sweat a little bit?
I just gave up trying, really.
Yeah. Unless you recognize how a person runs.
Yeah, you can tell who some people are, definitely.
All right, 1st and 10 from Muhlenberg County from their own 23-yard line. And that was Bullock, I believe, running middle, number 18. He barrels his way out to a sizable gain there. Going to pick up a first down on the play. They're going to give him a first down. I didn't think he got quite that much. I was thinking about a gain of 7 or 8.
Yeah, I didn't see the first down. I'm with you, Coach. I thought it was close.
I thought it was a lot closer than that. Regardless, it is a first down because, we just tell you what we see here.
Yeah.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
We're pretty far away.
Tell you what, it feels a lot better out here since that sun went down, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
So Healy set to go under center. And McGivens to Bullock again, running middle. And he is tackled from behind. Nice tackle on the play there by Brady Dame, who's seems to start getting his feet wet a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Brady Dame, first-year player, junior, very good athlete, has played only basketball up until this past spring when he played baseball, and now he's on the football field. Yeah. And he was kind of thrown into the fire. Very athletic kid, but stands about 6'4". He's 190 pounds, strong, quick. Thrown into the first game as a starter, and he's definitely showed some growing pains through the first couple of weeks, but very nice recovery tackle there by number 5.
He was really good in middle school football as well.
Oh, he's aggressive. Brady is a very aggressive player, whatever he does. On the basketball floor, you better watch out.
Oh, yeah.
As Healy kept the ball and is tackled in the backfield, that time by number 8, Morgan Allgood. Nice play there by the junior. And that's going to back Muhlenberg County up. Healy faked the ball to Bullock there. Was trying to get outside. It looked like a triple option potentially, but didn't get that far. It's Allgood grabbed the hold and wouldn't let go. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 situation from the Muhlenberg County 38-yard line. Here we go, 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Healy's going to be in a shotgun. Bullock to his right, Drake to his left, Drake to his right, one wide out left. He's going to keep it. He pitches out to Drake on the outside. He's got a head of steam, and he is tackled from behind there. That's number 11, Zach Clayton, on the stop. But plenty on the play for Drake to pick up the first down and a little bit more. Gained 17 or 18 yards on that one. And it seems to me that you cannot let number 24 really get a head of steam like that. You have to make him cut back because once he gets running straight ahead, he is very, very fast. But a nice play there by the sophomore linebacker, Zach Clayton, to go out there and stop that. And that is going to be it for the first quarter. After one period of play here, your Cougars lead the visiting Muhlenberg County Mustangs 12-0 at Paulson Stadium. And with that, we are going to thank all of our sponsors here. We appreciate you supporting us to let us do what we do on a weekly basis. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, and we are back. I'm now joined by Mr. Trey Engelhardt. Trey, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good tonight.
Good to have you back on the mic this evening after a week off last week. Had a prior engagement, I understand. I did as well. I had to work gate. So that's not nearly as fun as Healy takes the ball running right. He's trying to cut back middle. Pick up about 5 on the play. Tackled by a couple of Cougars. Andrew Munster most predominantly. And Trey, so far, it's been the game of big gains. Both sides of the ball. Peyton Caraway with the big 81-yard score. The last drive before that, Noah Baldwin had a 50-yard scamper to set up our first score. And on the on the Muhlenberg side, Mr. Winky Drake has been very, very good so far. That is his nickname, Winky, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Drake, he's gotten out to 3 or 4 big gains so far. He's probably sniffing 100 yards early on here. That's Bronson Healy under center. And he's throwing out. Oh. That's number 2, Revelette. And he gets outside of Jaden Nelson, cutting back inside. Made several people miss as he goes down inside the McLean County 15-yard line.
Yeah, I was over there watching the game, and one thing I noticed, the Cougars started out really hot. And that was the case at Ohio County. And as long as we can shut the Muhlenberg offense down like we didn't do at Ohio County, we'll be in good shape.
I agree. You see here, Muhlenberg County has some weapons, some very good weapons. We've faced a lot of them so far this year. Drake is definitely weapon number 1. Healy can do some things with his legs. Looks like Revelette there had some moves, some slipperiness about him. Bullock takes the ball running middle. I tell you what, the kid doesn't look very big, but he's a tough runner. He's had a couple of gains between the tackles so far where it looked like he was going to get stopped in the first couple of yards, and one time he pushed all the way out for a first down, 10-yard gain. So keep an eye on all of these guys.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed is whenever it gets in the red zone, the Cougar defense seems to tighten down a little bit more. And I wish we could see that more of the time whenever they're not in the red zone.
Exactly. We've allowed them to get down into good scoring position. Came up with a huge stand last time. We'll see if we can duplicate that here. But you're right. We have to bring it with that intensity, that defense, earlier in the drives to take that pressure off of us. As Healy is trying to run the option out right. And he tried to escape the tackle, nothing doing. And that was number 35, Gabe Whitmer on the play.
Wow, and it's got to take a lot of upper body strength just to be able to hang on to him. And with Morgan Allgood coming up to clean it up, that's a nice play all around by the Cougars.
Yes, sir. Bronson Healy is not a small quarterback. Let's see here. He is listed. He's listed at 6 foot 195. And he's every bit of that, maybe a little bit more.
I would say he's definitely more.
And with that, there's a timeout on the field. And we're going to thank our sponsors. Trey, as I mentioned before, we're thanking our sponsors a little bit differently tonight. Now we want to say thank you to Community Church, located just outside of Calhoun, Kentucky, on Highway 136. Thank you for your support of us this season. We very much appreciate the support and allowing us to do this and bring this to you on a given Friday night, I'm sorry. Shouldn't say that, though. We actually played on Saturday once this year. So thank you so much, Community Church. Very much appreciated as we break this time out. Also, want to give a shout-out up on the hill. I don't know how many of y'all are listening to us right now or if you can even hear us, but if you can, hope you're enjoying what you're hearing. We have an FM radio transmitter in here tonight, and we're testing out our vocals so the people on the hill can stay a little bit more in the game. So there's Healy. He's throwing right off his back foot.
There we go.
Nelson had a play there and breaks it up.
Yeah, great play there by Nelson. We've definitely improved our pass coverage since Eminence. I can say that for sure.
Definitely. And right there, Healy, short drop, throws off his back foot. You can tell that ball didn't quite have as much mustard as he would have liked on it, throwing up to Revelette. But Jaden Nelson in a perfect position, knocks the ball down. Thought he might have a shot at the interception.
Yeah.
Number 2, Revelette, saved the interception on that play, coming back over the top of Nelson. But here we go again, 4th and 14. Your Cougars holding true. Healy in the shotgun formation. 3 wide left, 1 right. Sent Winky Drake in motion. He's rolling out to his left. Andrew Munster is back there, and that is a sack.
There we go.
Andrew Munster on the stop. And that's going to send the Muhlenberg offense back to the sideline. Great play by the Cougar defense, and another good stand down deep inside our own territory.
You know, this is the first time this year that I felt the energy from the stands that I did all last year.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, everybody's just bought in, at least tonight anyway.
You know, the atmosphere here has been electric. It's been absolutely electric. Looking down, a lot of people wearing blackout tonight. And we can look up on the hill. There's a ton of people up on the hill. Maybe not quite as many people here as last week, but still a great crowd, and they are rowdy. And that's what we like as Matthew Miller goes under center. 2 wide out left. Ball's given to Munster, running left. Short gain on the play, pick up about 2.
I know the football players out there are relieved about the temperature drop that we're having right now.
You know, it's been a brutal week for the football team. I think they had 2 a.m. practices this week. Have to be here about 5:30, which, according to Jabin Wedding, has been actually great. As that ball is given to Connor Baldwin, running behind a host of Cougars. Pick up about 4 on the play, 3 on the play. So it's going to be a third and manageable situation here for Cougars. Line to gain is the 39-yard line. There's about 5 to go here. But the heat this week for September has been terrible.
Crazy.
Absolutely terrible. I think the heat index has crept well up into the hundreds. 102, 103. Hopefully it starts to cool off before too long. I think it's supposed to tomorrow, actually. Brady Dame wide, way wide out left. Ball is given to Munster. Oh, no, Connor Baldwin.
There we go.
And that's the first down. He spins out of a tackle. Picked up enough for the first. 8-yard gain for the junior running back. And number 19 has given your Cougars a first down. Had to let Nathan Sutherland get his out first. He does it a lot better than I do. So first down Cougars to get out to the 44-yard line here with 7:40 to play in the first half. Here at Paulson Stadium, your Cougars currently lead the Muhlenberg County Mustangs 12-0, and they are driving once again. Yeah,
you see Connor Baldwin get wide out left with only 1 man to beat, and that happened to be Bronson Healy, and I think he just kind of stopped in his tracks before he got a hold of him there.
I think Healy outweighs Connor by a good 100 pounds probably.
At least.
So there goes Connor in motion. Ball's given to Peyton Caraway. He cuts back middle, and he's met by Bronson Healy. Falls forward, gain of 6 yards on the play. And that's more like it, Trey. Early in this game, so far this season, we haven't seen a whole lot of explosive plays out of Peyton Caraway, but that's really what we're used to seeing. 5, 6, 7 yards,
yes.
A carry, and then boom, busts a big one. And he's done that so far after the first drive. So very nice to see that from Peyton Caraway, one of our top playmakers from last year, and definitely one of our top playmakers this year.
Yes, I definitely love the change out of quarterback from Peyton Caraway.
Yes, definitely more effective from that position. So Miller goes. There's a toss out to Connor Baldwin. And Muhlenberg was able to get upfield there, make the tackle in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. Being up 3rd and long for your Cougars. And it's worth noting, too, one of our main playmakers, Landon Capps, is not on the field for a second straight week tonight. Capps, who on the season has ran the ball 19 times, 98 yards, touchdown, was instrumental in such a hard-fought battle over at Ohio County a couple of weeks ago. He's had a concussion, missed last week, this week as well. Hope to have him back next week as we host Butler County here. As Caraway gets the ball running left, and he is tackled deep in the backfield. Nice play there. That was number 17.
Peyton's slow to get up here.
17, Trevor Williams.
Kind of limping.
And Caraway got upended. Not used to that shoestring tackle bringing him down. He's going to come off the field here. But it's a 4th down situation, and Peyton Caraway is our punter.
I don't know what we're going to do here.
I can see a timeout called in the near future, unless Coach Wagner is intending to go after this. It's a 4th and 12. You're in your own territory. 5:10 to play here in the first half. You'd hate to give Muhlenberg County great field position here. If you don't get that, looks like Coach Wagner is going to let this clock run down and call a timeout, if I had to guess.
That would be the play to make. Yeah, and he does.
And there it is. So with this timeout, it's time to thank another one of our sponsors. This one, Pleasant Hope General Baptist Church, located just outside of Calhoun, Kentucky, on Highway 250. I want to thank Pleasant Hope. They were our first sponsor that actually signed on this season. And like we are with everybody else, very much appreciate your support. With that, I'm going to take a drink. We're going to take a little break. We will be right back. We are the McLean County Sports Network. And we are back here. Peyton Caraway is back on the field after coming off there. 4th and 12. Cougars are in punt formation.
I don't see anybody back for...
Nobody is back deep from Muhlenberg County. They were going after the punt. They did not get there. End over end punt, and it's going to bounce. Oh, don't touch that ball. Jaden Nelson picks it up at the 26-yard line. Might have gotten a couple more yards out of that. Not a huge deal, but nobody's around. Let's let the ball roll in McLean County's favor as long as possible. So that's going to give Muhlenberg County a first down on their own 26-yard line here with 4:58 to play in the first half at Paulson Stadium.
Cougars did a great job there. Cougars' offensive line did a great job there stopping the Mustangs from getting back and blocking that punt because they sent everybody at that.
Yeah, not even having a return man back there. They really wanted that punt by Peyton Caraway, and he got it off pretty scotch-free. He wasn't really that close, to be honest.
No.
So here comes the Mustang offense. They've moved the ball well on their first two possessions, only to be stopped by good Cougars stands inside the red zone as Healy toss out to Drake, and he is turned back.
There we go.
And that's how you defend somebody like Bronson Healy, somebody that's very quick, slick. Don't let them gain that momentum, especially on those pitches. It looks like they have a lot of double and triple option plays in their arsenal, and you have to see that early, make them cut back because that's where the defenders are. If you allow him to run free and get around that corner, we've seen already the results. The kid can absolutely fly.
Yeah, I mean, Cougars defense has really tightened up since Eminence in Ohio County. I know week 3 was kind of not exactly what we wanted, but tonight Cougars defense looks solid.
Definitely. So Healy goes under center. That's Drake. He's going to get the pitch outside, and that's Brady Dame.
Brady Dame.
Shutting it down there. Nice play by the junior linebacker. And Brady, as we mentioned before, he's really starting to come in his own. We saw those growing pains early on in the season, first and second game, out of position, maybe not going as hard as he can because he doesn't know. He doesn't feel comfortable on the field. But he's already made several plays tonight, including a couple of tackles for loss, which are huge. With this, just want to remind everybody that at halftime, as soon as halftime comes, stay tuned. We are going to have a presentation, Faith and Football, presented by Calhoun Baptist Church. It's just a short 3-minute podcast. We hope that you would stay tuned and listen to that, presented by Brother Sam's with Bronson Haley. He's looking back left, back over middle.
There we go.
And it looked like he and Drake were not in tune there. He wanted to throw far left, changed his footing and threw back over the middle to Drake, but threw well behind him. And 4th down, Muhlenberg County. As we mentioned there, please, we have about 3 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here. Please stay tuned for that Faith and Football segment presented by Calhoun Baptist Church.
Is that Connor Baldwin back to return?
Yes, it is. Connor Baldwin back to return.
You know, I have to say, Connor's done a pretty good job of doing what Landon normally does.
He has. Connor has as he lets that one roll out. And it's going to be touchdown at the McLean County 37-yard line.
And the punt is down. Cougars will take over first and 10 from the
Yeah,
Decent punt right there.
Connor Baldwin definitely had some big shoes to fill, and so far he's been doing it without a problem.
Oh, Connor's been great. The one thing I'll say about Connor, he's not a very big guy at all. When he gets around people, he goes, but he's pretty easy to bring down. So sometimes you see these plays where we're trying, to fake handoff or whatever in the backfield, and if he doesn't have a free run, then sometimes he's grabbed. But Connor's done an outstanding job on both sides of the ball this year for us, and I expect nothing but more of that in future games. It's here 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the half. And Miller gives the ball to Munster running middle, and Munster gets out across the 45-yard line. 8-yard pickup for Andrew Munster. Very nice play there on first down for your Cougars.
At first, I thought that was our signature QB sneak, but I just realized they got the ball off that fast.
Yeah. And, first couple of games, Caraway at quarterback, that experiment was completely dropped by Coach Wagner after week 1. And then in week 2, Connor Baldwin did a lot took over a lot of those quarterbacking situations and did a fine job. This looks like there's some movement there early in that play. It's like Matthew Miller kept the ball and picked up yardage good enough for a first down, but I do think that's going to come back. Peyton Caraway was kind of dancing the illegal shift by Caraway, and that's going to back the Cougars up about 5 yards.
Yeah, looks like Coach Wagner is pretty urgent to get in the end zone again right before the half.
That'd be huge. I mean, I think back to the Ohio County game, and in that one, we jumped out to a big lead. Could have capitalized on a situation towards the end of the first half to create some separation. We couldn't. We gave the ball back to Ohio County, which we'll be doing tonight. We'll give the ball back to Muhlenberg County in the second half. So getting this score right here is very important for Coach Wagner, as it should be. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to play in this second quarter. Ball is pitched out to Connor Baldwin, trying to get the edge, cuts back up, and he is hit hard, gets out close to a first down, didn't quite make it. Nice pickup on the play by the junior. It'll be 3rd and short for McLean County.
With that was a great lead block there by John Terrence. Looks like they pulled the guard. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that was just a great block there by John Terrence to free up Connor Baldwin.
I'm sure that felt good for John.
Yes, I'm sure it did. Kind of just manhandled.
Yeah, I mean, manhandled probably one of his buddies.
Yeah, probably.
From Muhlenberg County.
Yeah, and this game has got to be huge for him.
So here we go, minute and 30 seconds to play. 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. We'll call it a long one. And Matthew Miller is going to sneak it. That's plenty for the first down, and he is into Muhlenberg County territory. Nice pickup right there. And I'd like to see the numbers, Trey, over the last couple of years, our quarterback sneak yards per gain.
Yes.
Because I feel like quarterback sneak has been one of the most consistent plays Coach Wagner has in his offensive playbook.
I'm sure if we ran that on a 1st and 10, we get at least 6 yards, if not more.
Yeah, I mean, up at Eminence, when Peyton Caraway went under center, that was one of his most successful plays, was that sneak right up the middle of the ball. And there goes Peyton Caraway running right, and he drags a couple of guys across the 40-yard line. Lost the ball, but that's going to be caused by the ground. This runs out inside the 40-yard line. But now Coach Wagner has to start thinking about that clock a little bit. Has 39 yards, get to the end zone here. 50.7 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 1. Yep, and there is a timeout on the field. With that, we're going to take another break to thank our sponsor, this time Independence Bank, located all over Western Kentucky. Independence Bank has been with us from the start. One of the sponsors that continues to support McLean County Sports Network, whether it's here during football season or later on in basketball season. We very much appreciate the people at Independence Bank who help us do what we do on a weekly basis. We're the McLean County Sports Network. We're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back. And we are back as Cotton Eye Joe is rocking here at the stadium. 50.7 seconds to play here in the first half. Your Cougars clinging to a 12-0 lead. Matthew Miller goes under center, gives Peyton Caraway running left. He's picked up plenty for the first down, gets out across the 30-yard line, or down right at the 30-yard line. Nice pickup on the play by Caraway. And the clock's going to stop momentarily for the movement of the chains.
Yeah, Coach Wagner's trying to get something going ASAP.
Cougars are on the ball, ready to go. Playing a hurry-up offense here. Matthew Miller under center. And there's movement on the left side. Chandler Moore jumped left tackle, and that'll stop the clock and push the Cougars back 5 yards to the 35-yard line. 36.5 to play. 36-yard line, I apologize.
You know, if there's ever a good situation for a false start, that might be it.
Well, the clock still goes.
No, well, maybe not.
Just a little bit of wasted time. Caraway goes in motion, running left. Pitch is to Caraway.
Get out of bounds.
He gets out of bounds, hit hard there by a couple of Mustangs right around the 30-yard line. He's looking for a big block there on the outside to free him up. Didn't get it. Still picks up a nice chunk of yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage and stop the clock. So 20 seconds here in the first half. And we'll see if Coach Wagner can dial something up to get into the end zone before half as Brady Dame enters the game for Houston Bolton. Brady and Houston, two of the main wide receiver options for Coach Wagner. And Brady has been excellent on the defensive side of the ball. So far, he is lined up tight on the right side. It's a motion. Peyton Caraway's going to throw it, and he's probably looking for Brady Dame. And he gets the ball away, throws it out to Connor Baldwin. Makes a man miss.
Oh.
And he is suplexed by number 4, Bronson Healy. Looked like we were in WWE right there. Huge hit by Bronson Healy on Connor Baldwin. Baldwin seems to be just fine. Hops up quickly on the play, but there is an injury on the near sideline. Looks like a Mustang player. Number 55 was down. He's already popped up. There's already an official timeout. No flag on that play, Trey. When you think unnecessary roughness, I think that's Exhibit A. We saw it just the other night during NFL football. DeAndre Hopkins, but you don't see it much from an offensive player, but DeAndre Hopkins suplexed a guy just like that. Was called for unnecessary roughness. Right there.
Yeah, that's definitely unnecessary roughness, but, I mean, it's part of football. If you're going to be out there, you got to be ready for those kind of plays, and Baldwin obviously was. He hopped right back up, no hard feelings, and, I mean, you just got to respect him for that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It was a nice play by Baldwin. Right there, broken play. Peyton trying to get something away, looking deep middle for Brady. Didn't have it, had somebody in his face, was able to shovel it across to Connor and made a positive play out of what looked to be nothing. Very important there. Get us down to the 23-yard line, and maybe we have something manageable here in this timeout situation. And our last sponsor we want to thank here before the half, Thacker Riverside Dental, located in Livermore, Kentucky. Go see Dr. Ralph Thacker and all of his assistants for all of your dental needs. Came on with us last year during basketball season, and we're excited they decided to sponsor again this year. So thank you to Dr. Thacker and everybody else. And that is Armando Rodriguez on the field.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. We don't get to see this much. Is this going to be this looks to be a field goal.
This is kind of a deep field goal from McLean County, at least.
Yes, it is. The kick is up, and it is no good. Doesn't have the leg for that one. Valiant effort by Armando there. We saw his brother Edgar kick one of the first field goals in recent time. Coach Wagner looking up, wanting the clock to run off there, but not a whole lot doing. So 7 seconds to play here in the first half. Muhlenberg County will take over at their own 24-yard line. McLean County in deep prevent.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely the
this.
move. You know, that's a big first. That was his first field goal attempt, right?
Yes, I believe it was.
That's a pretty long first field goal attempt.
Yeah, it was lengthy.
Yes.
What are we at? The 20-yard line? So that 20, 30, what is that, 37-yarder? That's a bomb for any high school player. I think last year Edgar's field goal was 30 yards, something like that. It was definitely shorter. But regardless, That brings us to halftime. Your score, McLean County 12, Muhlenberg County 0. Nice performance by your Cougars there in the first half. We're going to go ahead and this is the Faith and Football segment presented by Calhoun Baptist Church. Please listen in to Brother Sam's as he brings you a message here during this short segment. After that, we will be back in just a little bit to bring you second half action. We are on the McLean County Sports Network.
This is Dr. Richard Sams, pastor of Calhoun Baptist Church, and we're proud to sponsor Cougar Athletics on the McLean County Sports Network. Andy Dalton is in his 9th season as quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. With over 3,000 passing yards each season, Dalton has surpassed any other Bengals quarterback in franchise history for the most wins as a starter, leading the Bengals to the playoffs in his first 7 seasons. Cam Newton and Peyton Manning have been the only other NFL passers to consistently hit 3,000 passing yards every year. Dalton, a graduate of Texas Christian University, gave his life to Christ when he was in 3rd grade. He admits that life can be difficult at times, even for a professional athlete. He says, "I've had struggles throughout my life, and I'm so thankful to have Jesus Christ to turn everything over to. God is in control. When I turn my pain, sadness, and stresses over to Him, instead of worrying about them, I find I live a much happier life." Isn't that what all of us desire? To live a happy life? Jesus called it a blessed life, and He acknowledged that it's not a life free of stress or hardship or difficulty, but instead it's the ability to live above your circumstances, to turn seemingly negative situations into positive opportunities. According to the Message translation of Jesus' famous Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5, He said this, "You're blessed when you're at the end of your rope. With less of you, there's more of God. You're blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one most dear to you. You're blessed when you're content with just who you are, no more, no less. That's the moment you find yourself proud owners of everything that can't be bought." This is our desire for you at Calhoun Baptist Church, that you will have a blessed and happier life. If you'd like to know more about how to experience the joy of a relationship with Jesus, then we invite you to join us for worship each Sunday morning at 10:30, or watch the service on Facebook Live. May you have a blessed day. Calhoun Baptist Church, ministering to the heart of McLean County.
some timelessness and knows that yesterday is but today's memory and tomorrow is today's dream. The clock is ticking. Yesterday is gone. Time is an illusion. We don't always recognize the important moments in life until it's too late. Make the most of the time you have.
Hello, folks, and we are back here at McLean County getting you set for the second half of play. Both teams are back out of the field getting stretched out. This is Heath Hicks. I'm going to give you a little statistical rundown. Then I'm going to hand the ball over to Trey Englehart and Brody Barron for the third quarter of play. Trey just joined me here. Looking at McLean County stats first in that first half, Peyton Caraway, 104 yards on the ground. One huge score, 79 yards, took it to the house. Nice to see Peyton Caraway getting his legs under him and get back into the flow of this offense as we saw so often last year. Also on the ground, Connor Baldwin, 57 yards on the ground, 20 yards to the air. Baldwin busted off about a 49-yard run there on the first opening drive of the game to put McLean County in very good scoring position. Also, Andrew Munster has 18 yards on the ground as well as a touchdown. And quarterback Matthew Miller has 4 yards on the ground so far. Through the air, as I said, Connor Baldwin picked up 20 receiving yards on a 20-yard pass from Peyton Caraway. I think that's a little off.
Yeah,
don't know
maybe.
if Austin saw that or not. I think it was closer to 10, but regardless, nice play.
Yeah.
Maybe he
great
was
play.
going from exactly where he caught the ball versus the line of scrimmage, but regardless. For Muhlenberg County, Winky Drake has been leading the way. Number 24 has over 90 yards in the game, couple of big plays. But I got to say, Trey, later in that half, we saw McLean County really bottle that kid up, not allowing him to get to the outside and turning him back in. And Brady Dane, big number 5, he was key in doing that. So nice containment of them of Winky Drake. Also, number 18 Bullock had 26 yards from Muhlenberg County. Number 4 Bronson Healy ran for 4 yards. So Brody. So anyway, we have about a minute and 40 remaining here in halftime. Like I said, I'm about to take a break, but I'm going to hand it over to Trey and Brody to set you up for this third period, and I'll see you back in the fourth.
Alrighty, Cougar fans, we are back. My name is Trey Englehart, and I'm here with Brody Barron for the first time this game.
How you doing, Trey?
I'm doing good. How about you, Brody?
Doing fine. Great night for football.
Oh, yeah. So as the Cougars about to kick off, Brody, we've done a good job of containing Muhlenberg so far. What do you think is going to be key in doing that throughout the second half?
Got to step up that defense a little more than we have been.
Yes, I agree. As a squib kick right down to number 11. He's picking it up, running right side of the field. Is breaking out. There's a few guys back to stop him. Great tackle there by number 8, Morgan Allgood. But there is a flag down at about the 40-yard line. We'll have to see the call here, Brody. Yes, Cougars defense was spectacular during the first half. Got a lot of stops. Got a lot of clutch moments there.
Well, yeah, our defense has been great, but
Yes, as there is
it can be greater.
Yes, for sure. So there is a holding penalty on Muhlenberg County during the kickoff. So the ball will be spotted. Looks like the 20. I'm not even sure, bro. You got to see whenever it spots. Okay, so the ball is going to be spotted right at the 29-yard line. Brody, the fans have been going crazy. The atmosphere is just really nice here.
The cowbells are starting to hurt my ears, Trey.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Muhlenberg gets the ball, gets the ball during the second half. We'll see what Healy's got in store for us. Healy takes a snap, little pitch out to Drake. He finds a hole, gets tackled there by Peyton Caraway, but gets to about he gains about 10 yards. I'd say that's most definitely going to be first down. Peyton Caraway coming up with kind of a limp. He's actually going to sit down. So that'll be a little timeout here.
Let's hope he's okay.
Oh, yes. Very important to the offense. but looks like it will be 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. Peyton Caraway still down, so we will take a small break here to thank our sponsors. Alrighty, Cougar fans, we are back. During halftime, Brother Sam's gave us a little Faith in Football podcast. We hope you guys listen, and we want to thank Brother Sam's for doing that. Anyways, Healy is in the shotgun. He looks like he's got triplets out left. He's going to take the snap. Hand off to Winky. Breaks through a couple tackles and gains about 5 yards there on the play. He could have been stopped right before the line of scrimmage, but, Cougars just couldn't wrap up there, Brody.
Yeah, Winky's an athletic player, and he saw a hole there for a second, but it quickly closed up when they realized that, oh, wait, he's getting through us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do, especially during the later parts of the first half. Cougar defense really started to zone in on Healy and Winky, and we really just shut them down, and we need to bring back that same energy here.
Oh, yeah. I've seen so far that our Cougars, okay, so we made a mistake. Let's fix it, really quick. They just know what to do.
Yes, as John Terrence
Almost
tries to trip up
sack.
Healy, but he's gone, and looks like he is stopped. Ooh, I see Andrew Munster out there limping just a little bit, but Healy gains at probably 15 to 20 yards there. And, we almost had him in the backfield again, just a couple plays of bad luck, but we really need to start wrapping up, focusing on our tackles, and get back to what we're doing at the end of the first half, Brody.
Oh, yeah. And if we have been doing what we've been doing in the first half, then I think we'll be okay.
Yes, for sure. Again, Muhlenberg coming to the line. Cougar defense looking to stop him here. Healy's got one out to his right. It's Wynn's left. He's going to take the snap. Hand off to Winky right up the middle. There it is. John Terrence stopping him right at the line of scrimmage. That's what we need, Brody. Good defense there by number 54, John Terrence, the transfer from Muhlenberg. This game's got to be big to him.
Oh, yeah. Tackling his former teammates. Bet that feels good.
Yes. Looks like Winky actually gained about 1 yard there, so it'll bring up about 2nd and 9.
Muhlenberg versus McLean in sports this year is going to be interesting because we got transfers for basketball as well.
Yes. Huge rivalry.
It intensifies it a little bit more, I would say.
Anyways, Healy in the shotgun. Receivers all around him. He's going to take the snap. Hand off to Winky out left. He's got some room. There we go. Connor Baldwin and Andrew Munster there on the tackle. Stopping him before he can get even more upfield. So that will bring up about 3rd and 3, Brody.
Yep.
Cougars have actually been good here on 3rd down, stopping the Mustangs.
They've done a good job of tripping him over his feet.
Yes.
They're seeing that he's getting past, and they're just getting him before he gets that first down. That's what really matters right there. Let's see if they can stop him at 3rd down again.
Yeah. So Healy's got trips out to his right, single on his left. Looks like he's trying to get a call from his coach here. He's taking the snap. Hand off to Winky up the middle. He finds a hole. But number 64, Wes Welker. Not Wes Welker, I'm sorry. Wes. We call him Bigfoot there for the tackle, but it doesn't stop him from getting the first down.
That run is good for Muhlenberg. First down.
Wesley Wells. I'm sorry, not Wes Welker.
Now they're in the red zone, Trey.
And, the Cougar defense has been really good in the red zone so far.
Oh yeah, that's one of the most important defenses you have to have. It's the goal line, the third down, and the red zone.
Yes. So Healy's taking the snap here. Handoff to Winky. No, he keeps it. Quarterback keeper straight up the middle. Takes a host of Cougars to slow him down there.
That was a good fake. Got me.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Nice fake handoff. Way to switch it up there by the Mustangs, and they gain about 4 on the play. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 6. And once Healy gets moving, it's going to take quite a few people to slow him down.
He's a very athletic quarterback, and you see that a lot more in today's professional and today's college as well.
Yes. He took the ball, ran it straight up the middle. And once he starts going downhill, it's hard to stop. So it looks like about 2nd and 6. Cougars looking for a big defensive possession here. Takes the snap, handoff to Winky there. Great tackle there. Let's see who that was, Brody. Looks like Andrew Munster and Gabe Whitmer.
We hear that name a lot, don't we? Don't we, Trey? Andrew Munster.
Yes. Great tackle there, but, once again, that brings up a third down situation in the red zone. Cougars have to find a way to stop them here. And I'm going to say it's either going to be Winky or Healy right up the middle.
Oh, yeah, I'd say so. That's what they've been doing.
Cougars have to find a way to stop them here, though. Cowbell's going
crazy. Third down and 2, I'd run it straight up the middle if I were them. Let's see if our defense knows that, though.
Takes a snap.
Yep.
Pitch out right.
Pitch out right. That's a smart play right there, as he's going to get through there and get a little bit more.
Drake sheds 1 tackle. Number 50, James Hurley, gets up. Now, I think this is the closest the Mustangs have been to the end zone. It's going to take 4 plays of just hard work and not letting them score here, Brody.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully, turnovers can be a possibility too, Trey.
Yes.
Well, what I've noticed is Muhlenberg did a great job realizing where their blockers were and where McLean County was shifting to.
Yes.
The pitch out to the right side was probably the smartest play there, because if you saw, McLean County was fixing to rush through the middle, but the quarterback saw it and pitched it out to Winky.
Yes. He's going to take the snap, this time up the middle.
Up the middle.
Winky is in the end zone for Muhlenberg's first touchdown of the game. That's Muhlenberg's first touchdown. They had the ball there for over 6 minutes, which is half the quarter.
Yeah, they're trying to run the clock out, Drew.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but maybe they're planning something big here. Now, what do you do here? Do you go for the field goal or go for 2?
I'm not sure. I haven't even seen their kicker yet.
Because listen here, if they go for 2 and they get it and they get another touchdown, they're in the lead.
Yes, and it looks like they are going to go for 2 here, Brody.
And they also, if they go for 1 as well, it's the same thing. But I'd rather have a 2-point lead than a 1-point lead.
It'll be a handoff to Drake on the outside. We got plenty of people there, but he slips right through for the touchdown. Let's see here, and there is an injury on the field.
And now the score is 12-8 with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
So with that, we're going to thank the McLean County, or one of our sponsors, the McLean County Public Library. We just want to thank you guys for sponsoring us this year. It actually helps us out a lot. So thank you, McLean County Public Library. Alrighty, Cougar fans, we are back. That looked to be number 62, Cameron Dukes, down on the field there, but he got right back up, and I think he'll be fine, Brody.
I hope so. He's a big part of our team, Trey.
Yes.
If you really think about it, each one of these Cougars are a big part of our team.
Yes. So Muhlenberg, looks like it's going to be an onside kick. It's going to go out of bounds there, so that's going to be a flag. Cougars. That means the Cougars will end up getting a great field position with about 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Now, Brody, we've had a lot of success on offense.
Well, yeah, Connor Baldwin.
Yes, Connor Baldwin, Peyton Caraway, Andrew Munster, all pitching in to help us out, and we hope to continue that here.
Let's see what they got, Trey. I wanted to say on the onside kick, it was a great job of it just letting it go out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, didn't want to risk anything big.
That's smart football.
Smart
right there.
play, and now we get the ball past the 50-yard line, way past 50-yard line.
Well, that gives us even better field percentage.
So we now get the ball on the 39-yard line in Mustang territory. So this might be the best field position we've had to start, in this season.
See what they got here, Trey.
Yeah, Mustangs have had the ball for at least half of this third quarter. Cougars just looking to score here. It doesn't have to be quick. We can hold the ball the rest of the quarter.
Oh yeah, we could do what they did.
It'll be a handoff to Munster right in the inside, as he usually does. The 5 to 6 yard carries. Great play there. Great legs by Munster just to keep running.
No, I mean, if you think about it, statistically, if you get 5 or 6 yards every time you run the ball, that's a first down.
Yes. So, yes, he got exactly 5 yards there. So that'll bring up about 2nd and 5. Cougars, did a great job of marching down the field in the first half. But what we don't want to see is what happened at Ohio County. Whenever, we had the momentum in the first half, and they turned around the second half and kind of switched it on us.
Yeah, that was a great game played by both teams.
Yes, it was. Number 34, Peyton Caraway, goes into motion. Handoff to Munster again. And again, he got the 4, 5, 6 yards that he normally gets. I think he'll be stopped a little bit short, though. That'll bring up about 3rd and 2, maybe 1.
3rd, 2, maybe 1. And, I just do the same exact thing.
Yeah, I mean, just hand it to Munster. If he gets past the line of scrimmage, he's definitely going to, get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards.
The way our running backs are, they're smart and they know what to do. They know what holes to go through, and they know their blockers, and they know how to follow their blockers. It's just smart football. That wins games, Trey.
3rd and 2 here. Handoff to Connor Baldwin. He's got the outside.
And that would be
Oh, man. Looks like he got maybe a yard there. Very close to the first down. Very close.
Oh,
and they're going to move.
Maybe? One's like, I don't know.
Yes, they are going to move the chains there. First down, Cougars. We have to let Nathan say it. He does a lot better job than us.
One of them's like, wait, are we supposed to go?
So great run there by Connor Baldwin, getting out to the edge, stretching for the first down. Gives us 4 more plays to try and score here. Brady Dame is actually out left. Caraway into motion. Handoff to Munster. Finds the hole. And there it is again. 3, 4, 5 yards.
The Munster mash continues.
Let's see here. Looks like he got about 3 to 4 yards on that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6, it looks like. Matthew Miller getting a play call there from Coach Wagner. And Brody, the Cougars have really sharpened up since week 1 and week 2. I mean, we really just, got a lot of the kinks worked out, and we're starting to look like, and our offense is starting to flow a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Connor Baldwin in motion. Oh, my goodness.
And that's going to be more than a first down.
Yeah. Is that Andrew Munster again?
It might be.
Sure was. Andrew Munster. I mean, it's kind of just giving the ball and get out of the way. And I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So with 2:55 left in the quarter, Cougars have the ball at about the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. End zone's getting close, Brody.
It is.
Matthew Miller under center. Brady Dame out left. Jaden Nelson out left, I'm sorry. Connor Baldwin in motion. Handoff to Peyton Caraway. He spins. Great,
Nice.
great spin move there.
Hit that B button on Madden.
Looks like he got about 6 yards there. Cougars continuing to march down the field. So that'll bring up about 2nd and 4. That was a pretty move there by Peyton Caraway.
It was. I love to see that in running backs. The jukes, the spins, the hurdles, the trucks. All fun to watch. And when you pull it off, it's just perfect. And it's effective as well.
Here we go. We got Twins out right. Handoff to Peyton Caraway again.
He's going to just march right in there.
Oh, was that Andrew Munster? It looked to be Andrew Munster, excuse me. So there we go, Brody. We're officially at 1st and goal.
Yeah. Red zone offense is where it's at right now.
Cougars, just got the ball at about the 39-yard line and just marched ever since, right down to, where's the ball at, Brody? Looks like about the 7-yard line.
Oh, yeah. You run it up the middle here at the average of Andrew Munster. I'd say it might be a touchdown right here, Trey.
Yes. Brady Dame way out left.
They're just going to give it to Peyton Caraway as he hits a wall.
Yeah. That's the first time we've seen it on this drive, of them just hitting a wall. But you typically see that in red zone defense, just a wall there. We are approaching 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter.
I mean, if that's what Muhlenberg, that's what Muhlenberg has to do right now. They're realizing that they only got 1 more quarter left, and we're down by 4, and they're about to score again.
And this is probably the quickest quarter we've had, bro.
This has been. Both teams used 5 minutes of the clock.
Takes the snap. It's going to be a pitch out left to Munster, who finds a way to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Andrew Munster just absolutely instrumental to our offense right now.
There goes that man, Trey.
Andrew Munster just able to break a few tackles and get right into the end zone. Give the Cougars a nice 10-point lead right now and maybe 2 more. Let's see if we're going to go for 2 or if we're going to let Armando Rodriguez come out here and kick another one.
I don't think Armando is going to be out there. Nope, he is not out there.
All righty, so the Cougars are going to go for 2 here. Try to increase our lead to 12.
I'd build that lead as much as I could right now.
Looks like it's going to be Connor Baldwin out left. He's definitely getting in. There we go. Cougars on a roll. Crowd is going wild, Brody.
Yeah, and I see John Terrence lost the helmet.
With that, we're going to take a really short break to thank our sponsors, Muster Funeral Homes. They've been with us since we started this, or at least a very long time, so we just want to thank you guys for everything you do. Alrighty, Cougar fans, we are back. There is almost exactly 30 seconds left in this third quarter as McLean is about to kick away to Muhlenberg. Kick is up by Armando. Nice kick there by Armando.
That is a great kick by Armando.
He's gonna.
And he's
man.
going to get right through that hole. Spin move and
man, we gotta wrap him up there.
Nice run by.
Who was that? Number 2. Looks like it was Caden Revlett there. Nice return. So that gives Muhlenberg good field position in this late third quarter. There's 15 seconds left. You know, we had him stopped, looks like about the 40. We couldn't wrap him up, and he got about 8 extra yards there. That could be crucial, Brody.
Yeah, it could be.
First and 10 for Healy as he is in the shotgun. He's got trips out right, one out to his left. He's going to take the snap. Hand off. Oh.
It's Peyton Caraway.
Yeah. Peyton Caraway somehow stopped him with his arm.
It's a strong man. We have
that was a handoff to number 18, Jamie Bullock.
And we have an injury on the field.
With that injury, we'll take a second to thank one of our sponsors, Independence Bank. They have been with us for a while now, and we just want to thank them for everything that they do.
Whoop. All right, folks, and we are back here. Start of the fourth quarter, Muhlenberg County with the ball. And that is Healy running up the middle. Tackled just across the 40-yard line. Trey, it's good to be back. McLean County got a big score there, and Andrew Munster, and two-point conversion, which is very big in this game. McLean County leading 20-8 here. Just a few seconds have ticked off the clock in the fourth quarter. What did you see in that third, Trey?
I mean, really, it was just Muhlenberg got the ball for 6 minutes, and then we got the ball for 6 minutes, and somehow we both scored.
Kind of the same on both sides, huh?
Yes. Andrew Munster, absolutely vital to our scoring, though.
Oh, I know. It's a great drive from Munster there. As Muhlenberg County, false start. Look to have about 3 guys moving.
Big play
prior
there
to the
for
snap. Huh?
That's big for us. Especially on a third down, that makes it 3rd and long.
Yeah, it'll be a 3rd and 8 here.
Cougars defense has actually been pretty good here on 3rd down.
There, Healy was set up in the shotgun. They've thrown and ran out of it, mostly ran out of it tonight. And he will stay in shotgun. Winky Drake to his left. 2 wide right, 1 left, or 3 wide right, 1 left. Number 2 goes in motion. That's Revlett. Ball is given to Winky Drake running middle, and he is stopped after a short gain. Nice play up front right there by the Cougars.
Right here, I'd say Muhlenberg's probably going to go for it. I think our D-backs have to be ready for a pass here. They've got to be expecting it. But, I mean, they've given the ball to Drake a lot, and he's made something happen with it every time.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory from Muhlenberg County here, down 12, a little over 10 minutes to play here in this game. And Winky Drake, I definitely think the ball would be in his hands. Yeah. Nope, and it's a pitch out left. And Revlett gets right at the marker, pushed out of bounds, looks to have enough for the first.
I would say so.
It looked like our defense was thinking the same thing we were, Trey. Winky Drake is their playmaker.
Well,
they faked that ball, or they faked the handoff.
Oh, there we go.
They're saying he was short.
Wow.
Huge stand for your Cougars right there on 4th down. The ball's going to be turned over back to McLean County. Huge stand right here from our vantage point. It looked like Revlett got enough for the first, but we also couldn't see where his knee got down. He might have scrambled. He was laying well past the first down marker. But that's moot.
Cougars defense has been absolutely fantastic today.
Come up big when we needed it. You know, bend don't break. We've given up some big plays. We've allowed several yards to Muhlenberg County tonight, but it seems like once we get into Cougar territory, we've really bared down. And a huge play right there as Cougars take back over along the 37-yard line. And ball was given middle. It's looking back at the Whitecap. Sean Williams looked to be reaching for a flag there. Nothing doing. 2-yard gain for Andrew Munster. 2nd and 8. And just shy of the 40-yard line for McLean County.
Yep. Munster, I'd say, got 80% of the handoffs on that touchdown drive, and if it's not broke, don't fix it.
No, he was a bull. 5-6 yards of carry, that's what it's all about. Wear down the defense. You have to have a guy like that on your team. And Matthew goes under center. Ball is given to Munster again, barreling forward. Low center of gravity, and he stays up, and he fights all the way out to the first down marker. Late flag on the back end of that. Judging by a couple of reactions, that might come back. But what a run by Andrew Munster. Bottled up after 2 yards right there and fought all the way out to the first down marker. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike. Both teams offsetting right there.
And as soon as Andrew got the handoff, he actually he was running so hard that he tripped forward and he was stumbling, and somehow he got his feet, made a nice spin move, and just kept reaching for extra yards.
You see at his size, 5'8", about 170 pounds, low center of gravity, but when he loses balance, it's easier for him to regain it. He bounces off tacklers, and he keeps his legs moving forward. And Sean Williams gives the first down call out on the field. The sticks will move. The Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Well, we've had a couple of big plays tonight, but it's that grounded out attack. Andrew Munster has delivered to Muhlenberg here in the second half. It's been extremely effective. As Zach Clayton goes under center, ball is handed Connor Baldwin. There we go. He slips through for a gain of 7. They faked Zach Clayton on the end around, gave to Connor Baldwin on the inside. He got grabbed there early on in the run. Had he not, he might have gotten a big pickup right there. Regardless, it's a gain of 6, and the Cougars are in business as they enter Mustang territory.
Since or compared to previous weeks, Cougars offense is really starting to flow. Everything is starting to become more natural and starting to get in the flow of things, and it looks really good.
An offense that's in rhythm, and we saw it a lot last year, can be deadly. Because when you tucker out defenses like this, you get a big play, and we have several guys on this team that can bust one at any given time. Now, one of our big play guys, as we mentioned in the first half, Landon Capps is not out there tonight. We're hoping to get him back next week, but we've seen Connor Baldwin bust out a 50-yard run, Peyton Caraway an 80-yard run. Andrew Munster, if he gets free on the outside, he can bust off a big one. So we got a lot of guys that can take it a long way. And keeping this Muhlenberg County defense on the field as long as possible is going to give those guys some home run opportunities. They just got to make the most of them.
Cougars here doing a great job of controlling the clock in this fourth quarter so far.
Got to conserve clock right here. That's the biggest part about this drive. Hopefully we score, but using that clock is crucial for this game. As Connor Baldwin's given the ball middle, he's hit several times and bottled up right at the 45-yard line, maybe give him the 44. Connor took a couple of shots right there. Shoestring tackle slowed him down, and a couple of guys finished him off. That's going to bring up a 4th and 2 for McLean County. And here inside Muhlenberg County territory, it looks like Coach Wagner's going to go for it, and I don't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, if we get the first down right here, I mean, we get tons more time taken off the clock, if nothing else.
I mean, 4 more downs, 25 seconds a pop. That's what clock control is all about. And looks like we're going to have a timeout, possibly.
There it is.
Yes. Coach Wagner's going to bring him over and talk about this 4th and 2 situation. Here with 6:34 to play in the fourth quarter. Your Cougars leading the visiting Muhlenberg County Mustangs 20-8. And at this time, we want to thank another one of our sponsors, Community Church, located just outside of Calhoun, Kentucky. Thank you so much for the support that you have shown us this season. Couldn't do it without you or any of our other sponsors. Community Church came on this year as a new sponsor, and we couldn't thank them enough. We are the McLean County Sports Network. We will be right back. And we are back, Cougar football fans. Big fourth down here for McLean County. 4th and 2 from the 45. Line of gain is 43-yard line of Muhlenberg. Our basic set, Houston Bolton wide left. Ball is given, Andrew Munster running left. He gets out right at the yard marker. He needs a push, and I think he's gotten it.
I think he's got it.
We'll see what the spot is.
It's all about the spot.
And it's a bad spot. I would have liked to look at that one again. Unfortunately, we don't have the benefit of instant replay, and they're going to say Andrew Munster came up just short of that first down, and McLean County turns it over on downs back to Muhlenberg County here with 6:27 to play in the fourth quarter. Again, your Cougars leading 20-8 here, and I think that was the right call, Trey. I do. I would have gone for it. And honestly, looking at that play from our vantage point, I thought Munster got it.
Oh, yeah.
They might have just blown the play dead just a little bit before he got that final push. But I think there's no doubt that he picked up the 2 yards needed to get the first down. Regardless of that, it is Muhlenberg County football. And Bronson's going to go in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide right, 1 left. Bullock beside him. Takes a snap, and he's looking right. He's looking at Winky Drake. He throws over the middle towards Drake. It is tipped by Connor Baldwin. Great play by the junior safety. Connor Baldwin got up, might have jumped a hair early, but was able to get enough of his fingertips on that to knock it out of the way of Winky Drake.
Yeah, that was a really risky play there by Baldwin, but it turned out good for him.
Yeah, if he doesn't touch that ball, Drake's taking it to the house. It was a pretty decent ball thrown by Bronson Healy right there. Like we said, he might have jumped it just a hair early, but stretched out, got everything he had in that 5'6" frame to tip that ball out of Winky Drake's hands. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the Mustangs. 6:21 to play in the fourth quarter. Going trips right again, putting Drake in motion here. And Healy's going to give the ball middle to Bullock. He shakes off a couple of tackles and is taken down after a gain of 6 yards on the play. Looking at the far official, they're going to give him 6 yards there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Called a long 4 for Muhlenberg County. As the ball is spotted right at the 50-yard line. That was a generous spot.
Yes.
Not trying to be a homer or anything, but after the spot they gave Munster on the previous play, it's whatever.
This is where our defense is going to really be tested because they've got to guard the deep ball and Drake and Bronson on the runs because, I expect to see tons more passing here, but our defense just got to step up, and we'll see what they're really made of.
Healy dropping back to pass. He's looking left, looking middle. Going for Drake again.
There it is.
And there's Connor Baldwin again. Running in front of Winky Drake. Another pass deflection for Connor Baldwin. And his defense over the middle of the field, playing that free safety center fielder position. Outstanding. Connor almost came down with the interception there. Was in a very good position. Both of them had the ball, or both of them had their hands on the ball. But there is a flag in the backfield. That's going to be a hold on Muhlenberg County. Back them up 10 yards. Yes. Coach Wagner is going to accept that, so we'll back them up 10 yards and do this thing again. Oh, wait. No, it wasn't a hold. I didn't see the call, Trey. Did you?
I did not.
That's a lot further than 10 yards. It's 15 yards. Thought I saw a hold.
And, I just can't stress enough of how good our pass defense has gotten compared to previous weeks.
Secondary's played very well tonight. Connor has made play after play. Nelson's had a couple of nice plays. They haven't thrown at Piercy much, but Piercy's been very, very good all year in the secondary playing that far side corner. There we go. Got 2 wide both ways.
There it is.
Healy's looking left. He's got a couple of guys down there. And he threw it Piercy that time.
There it is.
And he breaks it up. You just got to talk about these guys a little bit. Nice play by Braden Piercy right there to break up the pass. That's going to set up 4th down and a mile for Muhlenberg County. They get 25-yard lines. Line to gain is the McLean County 46 as they are set up on their own 31-yard line. As I was saying, or I was going to say before, when Muhlenberg County had that 3rd and 4 situation, because on the 50-yard line, they could really open the playbook and do whatever they wanted because they knew it was going to be a 4-down territory. They could have gotten creative there, but penalties, as you've seen throughout this game, has really crippled Muhlenberg County and put them in a terrible situation as they are right here. So we gotta play, no big play here. Looked like some movement before. Healy's going to throw it up to Revlett. No. And somehow fights through the contact with Jaden Nelson and makes the catch. Pick up of 32 on the play. This gets down to the McLean County 36-yard line.
I was just about to say there might be a little bit of pass interference, but somehow he fought through it and caught that ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure which side the pass interference was instigated on. It looked like that ball that Bronson threw up, underthrown.
Yes.
I don't know if Nelson started that or Revlett started it. Regardless, Revlett came down with it, and they got a fresh set of downs as Healy dropping back to pass again. He's looking at Revlett, number 2. He hits him on the sideline. Ball is caught, and it's going to be a pickup of about 6 on the play down to the McLean County 29-yard line. And Healy likes his short side receiver in Revlett, as he's shown to be pretty explosive all night in the return game and the few times we've seen him catch balls. So here with 4:54 to play in this game, Muhlenberg County has 2nd down and about 4 yards. Long 3, short 4, from just the 29-yard line of the Cougars.
Yes, and whenever Healy does a drop back to throw, I'd like to see a lot more pressure on him. Try to get the ball out of his hands very quick.
Yes, and we started to get pressure on that one, but it was a short route. He sends Drake in motion. Now he's rolling left, looking to throw that way. There's that pressure, and there's a pick. Peyton Caraway with the interception, and it is McLean County ball. And that's what happens when you pressure the quarterback, Trey. Got some pressure in his face. Peyton Caraway out there makes a great interception. And there was a flag on the tail end of that. We will see the call here.
And that just proves, Munster got back there, and as big as Healy is, Munster stuck him.
Look down to the white hat here, Sean Williams, for the call on the play. So it looks like we are going to have offsetting dead ball personal foul penalty. That interception will stand. Cougar football here with 4:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Big play for the Cougar defense to take it away from Bronson Healy and the Mustangs. And those are our playmakers that came up big right there. We've had several guys really contribute, but we know that both Andrew Munster and Peyton Caraway are crucial on both sides of the football for McLean County. Munster delivered the pressure, and Caraway came up with the pick. So now it'll be 1st and 10 for McLean County from their own 19-yard line. As I'm sure they're going to try to eat some of this clock here. I think there's some confusion up here in the booth. But that is the point where Caraway picked that ball off. They just hadn't moved the sticks or set the ball. Motion, Caraway running left. He gets the ball on the pitch. He cuts it outside, and he's forced out of bounds. Oh, no, they're going to say he stayed in bounds. Good job by Peyton Caraway there as he fell just in front of our sideline, so it's hard to see if he did, in fact, get out of bounds. But nice pickup on first for the senior running back. It'll be 2nd and 3 for McLean County from their own 26-yard line. In a lot of situations when you're watching college or pro, you'd be like, you got to keep the ball on the ground, pound it. That's what we do anyway. I mean, that's our philosophy 100% of the time. So, again, just stick with what we're doing, and we can run that clock out. As Connor Baldwin goes in motion, ball is given to Andrew Munster. He's contacted the line of scrimmage, fights out across 30-yard line.
Andrew Munster with the carry.
They will give him the 30, which will be plenty for the first down. This ball was taken from him late. Some extracurriculars behind the play there as Bronson Healy took it away late and then threw it to passerby outside of the end zone. Delay of game. I don't know. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
Yeah.
3:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. Matthew Miller looking over to get the call from Coach Wagner.
The Cougars, even though we're a relatively young team, we've lost a lot of seniors. We're still looking really mature at this point.
Yeah, at times. I mean, it's still a growing process. We're trying to get some stuff out of some guys that that's the absolute last thing you need right now is a false start penalty. I believe that's the second on big Chandler Moore there, number 76, left tackle. Here with 2:57 to play, and that will stop the clock and cost us about 5 yards. But we have a mix of players, some coming back from last year, some starters coming back from last year. A lot of guys that were more role players, I guess, last season that came in. Second stringers are guys that gave a lot of guys breaks, and we got to get some consistent play out of them for 4 quarters. But you definitely see progress in this Cougar team from week 1. I can say that assuredly. As Connor Baldwin goes in motion, and Matthew Miller wasn't able to get it to anybody. There's he is tackled in the backfield, and a timeout has been called by Muhlenberg County here with 2:37 to play in the fourth quarter. And at this time, I want to thank another one of our sponsors tonight, Calhoun Baptist Church. We want to thank Brother Richard Sams and Calhoun Baptist for supporting this season. I am going to mention that at the end of this contest, scratch that, but during halftime of all games this season, we will have a Faith in Football devotional that will be played just as halftime starts. So be sure to tune in each week for that during halftime. And I'm looking down on the field right now as it looks like a bunch of coaches yelling up at the booth. Sorry for the distraction. But again, thank you, Calhoun Baptist Church, for your support. We truly appreciate what you do for us. So now, after a little bit of confusion, a few seconds have been added to the clock. It's now 2:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Both teams are back on the field. 2nd and 15 for McLean County. Line to gain as their own 39-yard line. And it's all about ball control right here. We can talk about the clock, but we have to hold on to the ball. No turnovers. Don't put the ball on the ground. And we're in good shape. Matthew Miller goes under center. Since Zach Clayton in motion.
Man.
And the penetration up front, especially from that right side, it's been pretty intense the last two plays. That's two really good pushes Muhlenberg County has had from the left side of the defensive line. Get into the backfield before Matthew Miller, or as Matthew Miller is handing the ball off.
Yeah, looks like there'll be a timeout here.
And we're going to have a timeout, Muhlenberg County, here, 2:32 to play in this fourth quarter after a big loss there from McLean County. And we're going to thank another one of our sponsors, this time Pleasant Hope General Baptist Church, located just outside of Calhoun, Kentucky. Thank you for all you do, Brother Tracy and everybody at Pleasant Hope. Very much appreciate your support this season. And Trey, we haven't looked too good on these last two plays. We have 2:32 remaining in this game. We're really trying to use clock and burn it down. It'd be nice to see somebody squirt free here with a big pickup, and then we could just ice this game and take it to the house.
Yes, that'd be really nice, but I don't want to see us risk it here either. I don't want to try to, pull a big play out and then something go wrong. I'd rather us just punt it if we had to.
And sometimes, in situations like this, teams will play recklessly. And if you can catch them in an over pursuit in a safe way and exploit them overplaying situations,
yes,
you put it away. As there's a pitch outside to Munster, and he needs to stay in bounds. There's a flag on the back end of that play. He's tackled out of bounds after a pickup of about 5.
I really would like to see that flag not be on us.
In that spot, You're looking at a hold or a face mask, one of the two. And we'll see. Sean Williams with the call. It is a hold.
Man.
That'll go against the Cougars. So the clock was going to stop regardless with Munster running out of bounds. That's going to back us up even further. Muhlenberg County elects to decline that penalty. So they want the ball back as soon as possible. So the punt team comes on the field for McLean County.
They do have somebody back to receive it this time.
They do, and I'm looking out there. Peyton Caraway has been worked on over here on the sideline. Armando Rodriguez is out to punt this one away. And this is potentially the first time he's punted in a game. As Coach Wagner's going to call a timeout and think about that. Peyton Caraway is away from the trainer's bench now. And like earlier in the game, looks like a timeout because of Peyton being injured has given him enough time to get back on the field and do what he needs to do here. But we'll go ahead and thank one more sponsor here tonight, Thacker Riverside Dental, located in Livermore, Kentucky. Go see Dr. Thacker and all of his staff for all of your dental needs. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go see Dr. Thacker. It was awesome because there was a treasure chest.
Yeah, I still see Dr. Thacker.
You still see? Do you get stuff out of the treasure chest?
Not anymore.
You should. You should. There was some good stuff. Some wooden planes that you could put together and things like that. Loved it. You never knew what you were going to get.
Andrew Munster out there dancing a little bit. You see that?
He is dancing. And our technical staff is doing the cha-cha slide as well. Caraway is in the game. And he gets the punt away. A lot of pressure on Caraway as he's knocked to the ground. Takes a McLean County bounce across the 40-yard line. Houston Bolton's going to let that go down. Touches it down at the Muhlenberg County 36. Peyton took a shot back there. It's a lot of pressure on him, but he had just enough time to get it away and put a nice boot on it, flip the field a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, even though we have a nice 12-point cushion, McLean County cannot, get lazy here and give up a score, because all it takes is one onside kick and they get the ball back and they've got an opportunity to, seal the game.
You see it all the time in football, but especially in high school football. You see two-score games in the final minutes go the other way. So we have to stay disciplined here. Don't allow the big play. And we can get out of this one with our first win of the season.
I see Peyton Caraway limping a little bit. I'd like to see him out of the game, actually.
Healy throws across the middle. It's incomplete to Drake. And Connor Baldwin came up on the defense there and put a pop on number 24, Drake.
Yes, Peyton Caraway's limping quite a bit. I'd like to see him get out of the game. I think it's just he's risking it at this point.
He's battled all night, but it looks like he is going to come out. Matthew Miller on. Peyton was hurt in the third quarter. Came off the field for a short time, but has still battled through that injury as Healy's in the shotgun, 3 wide left, 1 right. He drops back. Morgan Allgood gives chase. There's a hold in the backfield, it looks. He throws across the middle, incomplete to Revlett. And Allgood had a beat on him. The only thing there that stopped him may have been a grab of the jersey. We will see the call. It is indeed a hold against Muhlenberg County. We'll back them up 10 yards.
Yeah, and we still have to be careful because we've seen Muhlenberg explode for 30-plus yards on passing plays, and we can't give that up at this point. We just can't.
They have a couple of dynamic players, Drake, Revlett, both on the outside that have shown that they can do some stuff in the open field. So we just got to continue to pressure the quarterback. Don't give him so much time where he can just sit back and pick us apart. Drake takes the snap. He's looking back right to Revlett. And he cuts it back all the way across field. He's hit it about the 25-yard line, dropped at the 26-yard line. I'm not sure on that. It looked like we had a couple of players in the vicinity, but I don't know if they knew that they were in the vicinity. Reading quarterback Healy's eyes, he looked left and then came back right. It was really slow acting play. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Green trips right, 1 left. Healy's going to throw left. Revlett's got a step. But that will be incomplete. Healy threw to the inside, just out of the reach. And I'm sorry, that was not Revlett on that play. That was number 1, whose name I'm not sure of. Braden Lovin. Working against Braden Pearson. Piercy wins that battle. That'll bring up a 4th down and 21 for Muhlenberg County here with 1 minute and 17 to play in this game. Your Cougars leading 20-8 here over the Muhlenberg County Mustangs.
One more stop and we seal this game.
Healy's in the shotgun again. Takes a snap. He's looking right, looks back over the middle, throws it up to Drake, and it is caught. Enough for the first down, caught just shy of the 50-yard line, dropped at the 49. So Muhlenberg County still has a little life left in them here with 1 minute and 13 to play in this game.
Again, that gives them a whole new opportunity to score. We could have sealed the game right there. And
we got to be very careful. Morgan Allgood just got back. And Healy is rolling right.
He's going to keep it.
He is going to keep it, and he's going to face off with Andrew Munster, and he hurdles him. Wow. Healy clears Andrew Munster. Gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually illegal in high school football, correct?
I think you're right. That's what I was kind of trying to process as I'm watching the play. But a direct hurdle of a player, you may be right on that. We'll see. It looks like they want to move this ball back.
But if I had to see Andrew Munster across from me, I'd probably try to jump over him too. I don't think I'd want to meet him, even if I was as big as Healy.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of excited about that collision.
I was too.
Munster had him squared up. Healy took a hop. They're gonna back Muhlenberg County up first and about 18 from their own 41-yard line. Trips left, 1-man short side over here. Healy looks left, gets pressure, That's Mosey up the middle, the freshman. And there's Andrew Munster. Ball is on the ground. Munster picks it up. They're going to say it was down. But Andrew Munster makes Bronson Healy play on the very next play. After the big quarterback from Muhlenberg County heard him, Munster delivers a hit right at the line of scrimmage. And that'll all but seal this thing, Trey. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Some confusion on the Muhlenberg County side. They finally get their guys up on the line of scrimmage. 24 seconds. Healy looking to pass over the middle, throws a ball up to Drake. He's met by Connor Baldwin. He'll fall forward for the first down. They're going to stop the clock here with 16.8 seconds while the chains move. But those will restart as soon as the ball is set. So they're hitting some soft spots in this zone that McLean County's playing, but we're playing deep just to protect against the deep ball. The big play right here. 10 seconds remaining. This game is all but over. We'll see if Muhlenberg County has something exciting to do here in the last play as Healy guns it left. That's Braden Piercy.
Oh, man.
And he dropped the easy interception in his hands. Got a little excited about coming back. Both Piercy and the receiver from Muhlenberg County are still on the ground. You hate to see that, especially here in the final seconds of the game.
Did they collide? I didn't see that.
I didn't see a whole lot either. I'm guessing when Piercy dropped it, he went down to regain control of the ball, and Muhlenberg receiver may have ran into him, took a knee somewhere on that. Hopefully it's nothing serious other than just a little frustration, maybe a little pride loss after dropping that interception. And regardless, he's played great tonight, as has the majority of our secondary. Hopefully this is something minor here.
You know, that would have been great to seal off this game. The perfect ending, you'd say.
Definitely. Just hope to see Piercy get up from this.
Yeah.
And there he comes. He's set up now. You know, one thing I didn't think about when he went down to catch that after he kind of bobbled it, he might have had his head in a position where he could have caught a knee.
Yeah.
We've had a couple instances already this year where players have taken a knee to the helmet, and it set him out for a little bit. Piercy's walking off under his own power, no help. So that's good to see from number 17, Braden Piercy.
And, you know, it feels good for all of McLean County, but it must feel even better for John Tarrant.
Oh, huge win for John. The transfer from Muhlenberg County came over last year at the end of the school, or the beginning of the spring semester. Came over to McLean County. And I tell you what, great kid. We've had a few Muhlenberg County transfers so far this year, and almost like very respectful young men, John included. As John trying to get back to Healy there on that last play, nothing doing. Ball falls incomplete. There's a flag on the play. It will be declined, and that's your ball game, folks. McLean County, with its first win of the season, takes down the visiting Muhlenberg County Mustangs 20-8 here at Paulson Stadium. Trey, huge win for the Cougars, bouncing back after a couple of hard knocks these last couple of weeks. Ran into a bit of a buzzsaw last week. Had just a heartbreaker at Ohio County before that. But we are in the win column now, and hopefully we'll tack on a couple of more here in the coming weeks.
And, you know, our first win of the season, it's even better against Muhlenberg. You know, McLean County and Muhlenberg had this rivalry, and it's just nice to see us come out on top here.
I couldn't agree more. In all sports, Muhlenberg County, Ohio County are the top two rivals of McLean. So anytime you can put a win on the board against one of them, it's huge. Tonight comes with a score 20-8. And next week, got another big week. Homecoming, September 20th. My birthday, September 20th. McLean County is going to play host to the Butler County Bears. And we were really excited to be bringing you that action. I just got a note from one of our technical support guys, and apparently he has a date with somebody. I can't read, but told me to hurry it up and get off here. So I just want to thank our sponsors real quick for all the support you've given us this season. We'll be right back after this message from all of our sponsors if our technical support can remember how to use the All right, folks, and we are back here at Paulson Stadium. Your Cougars just taking their first W of the season, taking down the visiting Muhlenberg County Mustangs and winning the first annual Battle of the Bridges, or Battle of the Bridge contest between these two teams. It'll be an annual trophy given out to the winner of this game in the coming year, sponsored by Trophy House. And just a huge, huge win for McLean County. Hold on just one second. But as you missed there, the entire team swarmed Coach Searcy as he gave McLean County the 2019 Battle of the Bridge. Huge win for McLean County. Got performances from everybody on both sides of the football. I thought Andrew Munster played great, both offensively and defensively, specifically in the second half. He really gashed Muhlenberg County over and over again and just killed their legs. And a great performance by the junior. Peyton Caraway had a huge run in the first half. It's great to see that. Peyton bounced back over 100 yards tonight on the ground for him, and that's nice to see. First time he's gone over the century mark this season. Hoping for more of the same in the coming weeks. Also got good performance with Connor Baldwin on both sides of the ball. Connor had some big plays, a 50-yard gain in the first quarter that led to McLean County's first touchdown, several pass breakups on the defensive side of the ball, and just overall great play from several guys. Piercy, Dame, Allgood, Hurley. Names go on and on. But John Torrance, this one's huge for the transfer. Congratulations on the big win, big guy, and I'm happy for you. And for the McLean County Sports Network, that'll be it for me and Trey. Like I said, we'll be back here next week as your Cougars take on the Butler County Bears here at Paulson Stadium. Homecoming. Make sure to come out, and if you can't, make sure to tune in to the McLean County Sports Network. Thank you, and have a good night.